Oh, da, Jossi.
Kommt Punkt die Zeit.
Was?
Sag mal.
אתה תחניה, אמרת לך, שמעת חניה.
I share one thought. What comes out what the Rebbe taught us about Hey Tavis. When the Rebbe first spoke about it in Tammuz Mem Hey, the Rebbe said, there's somebody who says that Yud's father was a Stalkus. It doesn't make any sense. The Rebbe is very starker. Was that he was lebendiger and starker and noch mehr aktiv. Jay Rebbe as a mensch, they're not on the same page at all. The Rebbe was saying that he's talking about a Stalkus Yud's father. And here we see that the Rebbe's work is stronger and more active than ever. So what the Rebbe taught us is that what could seem to us is one thing is not the reality. The reality is that the Rebbe transcends time. So what that means, to to us, is that people to think that Gimel Tammuz, there was a Stalkus, you don't see the Rebbe like there was. But what we do see is that the Rebbe's moistus and the Rebbe's Trechidim is noch mehr active and very starker from day to day. So Mele, just like the Rebbe's iskashus to us is stronger than it ever was than before. So our iskashus to Rebbe should be likewise. We should be noch starker. We should do more the Rebbe's inyonim and more mivtzoyim until we bring the Rebbe back. He'll go and not to the who you
זה ברוכשס, אני שואל ברוכשס למדם ניגן.
Small, das manche sein.
Es waren noch 7 Tage. Es waren 7 Tage. Noch 7. Ja.
Das wäre geworden.
Das ist getanzt, eine Woche Zeit. Ich muss ganz gut. Jeden Schritt durchgetan.
Ich will sagen, dass wir waren. Ist das Hasen?
Los Shiva was in der Ecke.
Ja, aber klar, bei Jante. Das ist mehr Schlammer.
Geheim.
Anglit.
Oh, no, I'll try.
Yeah.
The Yontif of Hey Tavis is no stuff, but it's mehr in the Simcha, and I gesehen, the Rebbe was endorsed that a year later was Shabbos Hey Tavis, the Rebbe the Loshon called over there, a yom later scoring the Nasim, that's a Loshon Mugadik, scoring the Nasim, in Mays, May Eis Rotzen, May Gulo, auf ihm das vor ihm. Als ich durch Chotash geguckt, das war, ist der Rebbe, made us up, like the Alter Rebbe said, Yom ze Yukva Lemoy Tmidi, Yitus Kislev, is the Rebbe said that, at the called over there, it's going to Nasim, Miss Gulo, Eis Rotzen, that's...
It looks like the Rebbe's Yutas Kislev.
What?
It looks like the Rebbe's Yutas Kislev, the way he writes about it.
You need help? Shall speak in Russian?
You next. 7 days, 7 days.
Well, probably everybody knows the story of Hey Tavis, but I want to only describe the Hey Tavis Mem Zayin. That's there was something when we heard the good news. Is everybody in his place was spontaneously was like achlote. We have to make it away. We have to dance. Everybody was the news. Everybody was running some 70 or took a car to go to from another city or to complain was no time to think, even to speak, to make any plans. It was like a tremendous simcha. We saw burst out. Meirdik was when the Rebbe came to Mincha, was everybody was shaking already. Was we can see on the video. Because the thing is, since the young Memhei around Tammuz, but the Rebbe started speaking about it in public, everybody saw the Tsar, the Tsar for the Rebbe was in a big tzor. The Rebbe felt that something is terrible happening, and the Rebbe was screaming for bringing, when it was a tremendous tzar. Later, when it was the Mishpat was starting, Yutis Kislev, Memvov was starting the Mishpat. I don't remember how long it took, a few weeks, but it was over a year. Everybody was waiting for the judgment, for the result. It was tremendous pressure on everyone. Probably on the Rebbe, in the time of the Mishpat, everybody knows the Rebbe was going to the Eir every day. And that was people said Tilim was not that easy. I remember after 8 days that night, I went right away to New York to complain. When I met, it was when I came to 770, was the end of Ma'ariv. Was nobody was there because everybody was on the floor. So in the houses or in the dormitories, it was an empty place. Well, a few shluchim came the last minute, but these people from the Kolnites, everybody was shaking. I did a mistake. I went the same day. When I was dancing, maybe 100 people, 200 people at night. But in 770 was dancing, was nice all night. But the night after that, when I was in Mונטריאול, was starting the big Fambrenges. When I was in 770, I met Bel Levine, the Safran. He was busy to the whole Mishpat to prepare the documents, the letters, other things. He was very involved in that. When I asked them, what was you? What? No, not that. What was expectation before? He said, אני עושה in עברית, בחלומות הכי ורודים, the nicest dream, I was not expecting something like that. That will be the החלטה. Because it was a very hard case, that's a mishpoche, a grandson, and here you're saying that everything belonged to the Chassidim. That was not, he said, I was not, he was, was not, it's not like, you can ask why was the simcha so big? Everybody understand the Rebbe will won, but it's not supposed to. We were still in Golas. The Rebbe was screaming for till then for 17, 18 years about Miyudi, about the Shtochim. Was not like okay, the Rebbe said like that will happen. It was really a tremendous pressure on the Rebbe of the Chassidim. When the goodness came, everybody was crazy. It was like when the Rebbe was appreciate that. Even B'Shas Ma'aseh, the Rebbe he said the Rebbe came so serious. He spoke, but he didn't do it with the finger like that because he said that the Rebbe people will be completely crazy. But the Rebbe said that the Rebbe. He appreciated that later, but after the week he said she was a me'esh, Ekev was a Fabrengens. Now we have to go down to Peil Mamish. And then the Rebbe, after the week, the Rebbe gave a roy to write reports for Arisofa in Limdotere, in Tzedaki, and other things. And every 10 days we should give a report with a b'chiner. I don't remember, it was a b'chiner. Every 10 days, a cholet to Yud Shvat. The Rebbe bringing us to Peil Mamish. Is that...
you next. יש גם גבאים, אני לא...
2 days after 8 tables, I think it was Zion, 2 days, maybe I was random, I think it was 2 days, Zion tables. The Rebbe came in, I think he came for the air, but he said a sikha upstairs, a few words that some people gave in a PD and a zettel, but everybody should do it. You know, he made it a time to write to this. I don't know, was the day after that, the Rebbe said, you can write what you want because I'll not have... Nobody will read it, only it's going to the Rebbe. That Rebbe said you can write what it came in by fax, and then was before the emails was faxes. The whole world was the Rebbe was carrying, you know, Rabbi Gomer. The car was full of bags of containers. Was I saw so probably that's I saw every year. Each Year came before Gurari. He said that we should remember that Ace Rotzen to write to the Rebbe. You know, a little bit. I don't know if the background. We're not going into details of the story of the Mishpat, but not that if we need to say to not. B'chal b'di Rabbeim, it was the Ksovim, the Chassidus, the Sforim was part of their life. That was like the Keser HaMelech was gave from generation to generation. Was B'Pashas, the next Rebbe is taking the old Ksovim for the Rebbe before. But I'm not going in detail. Time for a Marash was not so posh. It was a few Rebbes, but it was the entire. But in general, for Mittel Tzemach Tzedek, you know, was other posh. Tovshin Yud Aleph. I don't know exactly the details. They said upstairs that the Rebbe can have what he wants, but that looked like it was belonged to the Mishpachot. The Rebbe was, in principle, was against that. I spoke to Rabbi about it. I asked him years before the whole issue in the Lamed. He told me that was not a question if the Rebbe can have this sforim diksom. For sure, everything was open to the Rebbe. Was a shaila to who does belong. If the nechosim, what he said these words, if the nechosim of the Rebbe belong to the family, or to belong to the Chassidim. That was the shaila. The Rebbe was very strong about it. When Rabbi told me that the shluchim, the Rebbe didn't speak to them directly. To the Alter Rebbe, to the and he was. Zikr Chassidim used to be when he said the shluchim, wie man sagt auf Yiddish, und sich nicht angelegt, they didn't realize the time of the Rebbe, that they were too weak to give over the take of the Rebbe that belonged to, says don't belong to Chassidim, belong to the shaykhs to the family, the shaykhs to the Chassidim, shaykhs to the next Rebbe, and that was like that for many years like that. You know, it was the Rebbe. By the way, a few years ago, you know, I'm not learning Getshover, but Rabbi Avram Ben Shimon is doing he's here. Show me Getshover, I don't know if it was printed or not, but Getshover is saying that the Chosim of Anosi belong to Klal Yisrael, not to the Mishpoche. I'm very sure Getshover. When he bring like 4 or 5 rice for Shas, one of them I remember, I didn't see it for a while, for a few years, but one of them is that Rabbeinu HaKodesh is written, I think, in the Sof Gemara Ksubas, that he gave a tzavoah that the should his wife, the almona, to stay in the house. Why are you supposed to give the al pi halacha is the almona is staying in the house? Is the Rechova is explaining because the Tzanosi is all the chosim belong to Klal Yisrael. Is that's the reason he asked a favor, please, let my wife to stay with her. So I showed that in the time of the דידן nobody brought up this Rechova, but you can see that the Rebbe, everything was according to the Torah. It's not like, I don't know if the Rebbe saw the Rechova, the Rechova, I don't know the details, but everything was not the Ergish Chassidim, no, Alpi Torah is like that. That's the sound.
It's one of the things that the Rebbe said. He wanted right away the Binyan belonged to the Chassidim. But it's sicher, the Rebbe said the Binyan belongs to the Chassidim.
By the way, when we're speaking the Indian from the Platz for the Tzaddik, in Chodesh Odom Mem Zayin, you know, little details. After the דידן was a Iru. How you saying Iru in English? Appeal for the Tzaddik and the Rebbe was allowed Agnes Nefesh then also. The Shabbos, that was Chodesh Odom, I don't know exactly what day, but Shabbos Mevorchim Nissen, the Rebbe said that after the דידן was more Bilbulim, when he said that Erev Rosh Chodesh Nissen, Kippur Cotton, which makes it a Torah, Tfilo, paid the Zayne Tainis, it was very serious. After that, next Shabbos, that's Shabbos Mevorchim, next Shabbos, Hey Nissen, it was a big siche about the Nisim, about what you're saying, the Nosi and Nissen. When he spoke about the Mekoimo shel HaTzadik, Ba'ariches, that when he brought from the first Maimer Friedrich Rebbe, Resh Goyim Amolek, the first Maimer Friedrich Rebbe, he's saying about that everything in Ruchnis is a Nitzchi, is Mekoimo shel HaTzadik, the Shulchan, the Standard. When he the Maimer, he brings a story that when he witnessed, when he was a little child, that his father, Rebbe Rashab, he was sitting in the Rebbe Rash's room, when in the middle, his father is coming in, when he was a little boy, he was, when the Rebbe Rashab is coming in with the gartel, when he's standing in front of the shulchan from the Rebbe Marash, when he is speaking like in Yechidus, the same. He was like went for Yechidus, was crying. And that's a part of the Maimer of the first Maimer for the Friedrich Rebbe. What the Rebbe is saying in the Sichem that because that's the first Maimer, the Maimer of Atcholos HaNesias, is everything in the Maimer is a Iker v'Yisod b'Nesias. It's also this part that the Mekoimo shel HaTzadik is a Iker v'Yisod in the Nesias for the Rebbe. So, later, this Sichem was the Rebbe said, I think all the Kuti Sichas for the Krochim, how many Krochim is the Kuti Sichas?
Heinz von Felsig.
Yeah, and again, the only Sicha the Rebbe is choosing. Usually the Manichim they choose a Sicha. The Rebbe said right away we should prepare this Sicha for next Shabbos. And in the Kuti Sichas is after Vayikro is Nissen. Over there is the Rebbe is Muge that the Bekoima shel HaTzadik, the standard of that is Nitzchi, and you can go in over there Yechides like you can go to Yechides after the Salt, you can go Yechides over there. When the Rebbe said Yechides meant is Ardus von the there was get rein of Yechides to them who get rein. Yechides is Ardus the Yechide von the Chosim mit the Rebbe. And that you can do it after the Salt is in the room of the Rebbe. That's the Sikha. What the Rebbe very strong about the Tzadik, it was very to the old struggle of דידן Otzach. I'm thinking about it, you know, the struggle with the דידן Otzach, you know, B'shas Ma'aseh was the we didn't realize what's going to us was I saw but today after Gimel Tammuz we can relate to that more. That like the Rebbe was looking and the Friedrich Rebbe, that he was Joseph Friedrich Rebbe, Pashas Malabatis, is by us, is you know, if not the not according to the law, can come to the Rebbe's room and take the things because he's a Irish, you know. The Rebbe was Bavon, the Rebbe was Tzavor, that belonged to Agudah Chabad. But in theory, you know, now we have a psak din for the Shefet that the nechosim from the Rebbe belong to the Chassidim. Is the whole thing of the Dan Otzach is related to us even more today because everything 770 when the standard for the Rebbe is belong to the Chassidim. It don't belong to somebody a second cousin of the Rebbe or something like that.
It's always like Hey Tavis is the court case was like whether the Rebbe is Rebbe. It's opposite as well. It's also
you know, but the Rebbe's Nitzchi is that's connect. Why I don't you can learn chat. Why did the Chosim from the Rebbe belong to Klal Yisrael? Because the Rebbe is all Metzias, like the Rebbe said. The all Metzias from the Rebbe belong to the Chassidim. Because Anosi is Klal Yisrael. The Rebbe spoke about, I think, almost fair. She said different of Yankov Avinu. The other obvious Yankov Avinu lo yimes. Why Yankov Avinu lo yimes when the Avrom started written about Avrom and Yitzchak? Because Yankov is the shel Yankov. No, Yankov is been gelernt von Adam Rishon. Alle Klal Yisrael is called by Yankov. Is he belongs. Klal Yisrael is calling them is calling in Klal Yisrael is all the things of the Nasi is Klal Yisrael is the Chosim is belong to Yisrael is foreign. That's
I think the psak in that Ein Kol Yisrael Mason.
Yeah, simple yes. Yeah, simple yes. I was about to say. No, I was thinking about it. Yeah. Thank you.
This is on. So now it's okay. When you start singing, okay, fine. No, I'm here. Not the message.
Yeah. The Rebbe said a few times the day for Hey Tavis that Oivet Hakmeini that when the tightness for the Tzaddik Keneged we can learn what we have to do is one of the main tightness that the Gudas Chabad is not active. But the Rebbe said this don't make sense because everybody you know that's
how do they kind of like I don't even know
but the hero is everything's coming milamaylo that we have to be more active.
That's what
is the Shabbos Vayigash was the first Shabbos after Hey Tavis, but Vayichi the Alpha Megan spoke about the Rebbe spoke about also, you know, that's Mugadik. Is the Rebbe he said the main role is not to speak too much about the story about the Danot, I mean the process of the Milchomer, the Mishpat. The problem is that we have to make it learn this for him because the Gzeira, the Iru was on this forum that we were not using this forum that's not active. Is we have to learn more this forum. Here the Rebbe gave a Iro something. He said that when a sefer, this is Losh, it's Mugadik. When a sefer or a contrast or a mimer is printed, is everybody have to learn that. Don't think, okay, that somebody is learning. It's not so you know, it's not so necessary. You know, so crucial that I should learn that also. The Rebbe said, "Bishvil nivra olam." Like bishvil nivra the sefer the contrast. You have to remember that it was the time of Ches. The Rebbe used to magia every week. השיחה, die mit Sichas, so sie Kuntres, השיחה von der Sefer Sichas, wo die fresh Sicha, und Rabbi used to get Mamorim, and Rabbi put his all, you know, but the Rabbi time, and the Rabbi is saying to us, every Chosid have to think that Bishvili Nivroilu, it's not like a nice word, you know, the Rabbi gave out the Maimer for me, not for somebody else. That's the or the Shabbos Vayichi after the Danotzach, we said that everyone should feel that the Rebbe is giving out for him the Maimer, like the Eibishter, Tzadikim Daimim Lebeir, the Eibishter is saying to have a Jew Bishvili Nivroilu is the same thing. The Rebbe gave a Mamorim. He was printing in Regia, a Kuntres, a Maimer, a Sefer. Is that everybody should take it personally. The Rebbe that the Rebbe gave it for him. That's really if we're not learning that is like no words. You know, like the Rebbe put the effort for like Chazal Shalom.
Wasting your time.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Rebbe is saying that. You know, even it's hard to understand how this works, but maybe also. But that's a fact. That's the words of the Rebbe. When we're speaking about this subject, it's bringing us to Yud Shvat, Chovov. The Rebbe spoke about Bariches, about Uberchaim, Zar Uberchaim. Bariches, that Chaim von der Tzadik, ist Ruchni, von der Gerse Kedesh. Und der Zar und die because Chaim is Ruchni, the Zar, der Katin is what the Rebbe Tzach is Uberchaim. But the end, the Rebbe said that we have to understand what the Achrai is. The Achrai is what we have. That's in our Chaim, totally the Rebbe's Chaim. But when he said is don't make a cheshm, so many Chassidim, like let's say, I don't remember the loss, 100,000 Chassidim, okay, I have, my Achrai is 1%. No. What the Rebbe said, when the Rebbe spoke to you, he was in ganz he was thinking only about you. It mean like the same words. Bishvili Nevelim is the Rebbe gave im ganzen zu jeder einer von uns ist der Rebbe's Bechaim mit tollo jeder einer von uns. Es mehr die Wörter was mir gedacht noch eine Minute ist das you know allweis nur betrachten mit dem Bechaim.
The power.
Another cook I'm learning.
Yeah, Mel.
Ich habe mal so was gepackt. Ich kann ja schon zurück. Ihr kennt die Abschluss, wir können nicht gesagt tegen. Sicher ist vorher. Okay, ich will sagen, was letzte Sache was. Aber komm, kann mir immer sagen noch mal. Shabbos, zweite Shabbos noch in דידן נוצח. פרש ויחי. זה Shabbos ויגש. הלו לקום וכי תראה איך כמעט ganze verbringen gerade mit dem. Und ich denke, was die Roi ist. אז דבלן ist vor ihm. Und habe gesagt, starke Loschen. Es kommt der Ruiz, ein Sefer, oder ein Kunteres, oder ein Meimer. Ist jeder einer, so nicht an, oh, so ist einfach gesehen, wir lernen das. Weil jeder da ist, immer leben, beschwinden nicht, weil zu dir, und ist über der Sefer, der Meimer. Ich habe gesagt, dass jeder Kufe, was mit dem Chess, der Rebbe ausgegeben, jede Woche, zwei Kontresse, die Sichers und die frische Bank vorbei, Magia gewinnt. Und Magia gewinnt, sagt man, warum ich nicht Kufe. Der Rebbe sagt, er hat ausgegeben, jeder eine von uns besonders, einmal lernt, das Kind und der Rebbe ausgegeben, das ich habe ihm danken, die vorbei die ganze Nacht. Ja, was da vorbei mit dem Trag noch. Okay.
Ich habe es gekocht. So, jeden Sonntag während Okay, ja. Dann sagt doch zu dort, ich weiß, aber wie
10 Choshe wie Jeden.
ja,
10 Choshe wie Jeden.
ganz lang gut, da haben wir direkt mit der Zorro. Mit 10. Doch du diese 10, wo ich mir du gegangen. Ich gehe auf Wert, aber 10. Da ich hier ich sage, warum das von dem, ja, der in der kann sitzen und werden ein paar sich und wissen so. Wenn die sagen, doch du, in der Stomme haben sie kann werden ein paar sich. Aber ich sage mir, mit dem Covid, von dem, was wir werden, so, als das, was der Rebbe gewollt. Er hat noch eine Welt für Moschia. Das ist ein gut Wort. Gerät, ich weiß, der Berg ist gewendert mit ja, heimisch, ich weiß nicht. Mashiach hin. Aber eigentlich Mashiach. Sagt er, mir sagt doch jeden Tag, es stemmt da mit Davidechon. Sagt dreimal ein Tag in Dauden, und es stemmt da mit Davidechon. Ja, sagt er, bei uns, mir sagen, ihr meint es stärker. Aber als der Pschaß, als wir lernen, da hier für Mashiach, das war Malchus von Lernen von Mashiach. Sei dem mir, was wir lernen, sei das war Malchus von dem. Und ich gedacht, ha? Nee, ich bin nicht, das war Malchus der Kuntre. Während dem Rambam, dem Reben sicher auf dem Rambam.
What's the name? What's the name?
Bell.
Moshe Ben. So usually it takes a different time. If the police are under the underpass, at the carriage, when you come up, the police are there with
This is where I eat Ben Levi. Ben Levi. This is my Zoom.
Ja,
The station is yes. This is Rabbi Motzkin.
Chief Rabbi von Obama. It's a good man.
So I dub it up north, Carbos place, at his son's place. Sherwood Street. Really? Ever Kadisha?
No problem with a minion. It's always finding
It's not easy to find anything. I dub it yesterday, I finished my shoshim yesterday. Really? I finished last night at 5:01. I went up north after Shabbos. I came here this morning 6:30. I left 5:20 in my house. Came here, Dublin, went back up north, came back tonight.
Anyway,
2 times tonight.
if you ever need a meeting, you come over here to the shul.
I come over, I come here. What do you need?
From 6 till 12.
If you're sleeping in
That's a joke.
till 11:30, you can still have a minute.
I don't. My problem is I don't sleep in. I need the earliest minyan possible because I have to live the day. I can't sleep the day. Thank you.
Let's finish in the critter. Yes. Dwar Malchus. Dwar Malchus.
Ja, ich meine, ich glaube, dass ich auch sagen, was ich gehabt zu sagen.
Mit der Fern.
Hey, you're right, Rabbi looking the sikhs in Chesed, in jede Sikh gemacht, der Rebbe sagt, mit der Lehre in Yonim Mashiach. Das ist der Rohr von dem Fall.
Aber der Rebbe ist das Mann, die Sikh, das war von Armenien, von Komm ich von Rebbe, wenn ich Christen habe, die als Kogen, die Idee von ihnen. Komm ich von Rebbe, Rabbi, was Sikh, maar we laten hem dan nog toezetten.
Your father stayed with my grandparents. Just you know when they first came here.
Before I was born, I don't remember, but the time okay, I'll see, people don't know who you are.
Was a tailor. My father's father. When your parents came, and my grandmother. 100%. Can't make up stories.
One thing is for sure, your father supported every moisid here in the city, every institution, every Torah institution that's here. Your father, he didn't say no to anybody. He gave nicely to everybody. He never said no. And the more he gave, the better the business went.
They're the Moyle. I saw him this morning.
Yeah, Rabbi Oldheim.
What happened to us?
He saw the boy. It's good you're staying on the other side. He's a moil.
You missed me this morning. I was here this morning. Right? I saw you this morning. Yeah. No, I saw you this morning. I asked him to wrist one. He said,
You're talking about the secret I heard he also had a rejection. I'm going to put his deck
to it.
Talking with the Sikha. Shabbos, you know?
Yeah. Everyone heard of it.
Talk this in English.
Yoko wasn't there.
Hier kom ik niet her. Garanteert je als je dat draait in de stijl. Dus ik kan nog her.
But the example is everybody was there, so I said, Again, you just kiss me. Again, you just kiss me. The secret that the Alter Rebbe would have said, they asked him if he's from the Tzibim of the Baal Shem Tov. If he would have said no, even if he didn't really mean it, Ken Zogen, they would have let him go right away, but he didn't want to be separated from the in the psak of the judge of the judge. The other side said that really this forum belongs to the Rebbe, but he said that it belongs to Ragusi Chabad, so you should be able to be easier to take it out and be easier to replace it, for whatever, for maybe tax purposes, whatever. But really, so the judge wrote that the Friedrich Rebbe did. He understands that the Friedrich Rebbe had gesehen, he saw that the Friedrich Rebbe was such a high caliber that it's not shy that the Friedrich Rebbe should say something that something that should help them 100%. If the Friedrich Rebbe said, it's not shy to say that he meant something else or he did it face klapechutz and this. If the Friedrich Rebbe said, what do we know about the Rebbe? But it's not shy if the Rebbe said something. If the Rebbe said that Otto kommt Mashiach, it's not, man kann nicht sagen, er hat gesagt, ist doch so eine schwere Zeit, okay, Mashiach kommt bald. If the Rebbe said it, that means, also Yidos. We're still in the Golus Pnimi, in the Golus Kloli. Okay, so Mashiach Kumar, for all the kashas will know exactly what the Rebbe meant. But if the Rebbe said, then also Yidos. You have to know that everything that the Rebbe said is we have to do what the Rebbe said exactly on Shetlach. You know, Rabbi Mochkin said that there's a shear. You have to take it Kipshuta. The Rebbe says to learn in Yom Mashiach. That's what we have to do. It's not that the Rebbe meant it for this person, that person, this, whatever. What the Rebbe said, we have to take it Kipshuta and do what the Rebbe said.
Malcolm Rebbe is going to test Kisur. Zweite Mal gesessen. Das ist the second time with the Alter Rebbe was sitting in jail was harder and more hell and Hester, in other words, wie der erste, the first time. Das zweite Mal ist gewesen, was bei dem ersten Mal ist gewesen mehr auf dem Alten Rebbe alleine sozusagen. Das zweite Mal ist gewesen mehr auf verschiedene. Die Heitevis, aber Scheidisch, und aber die ist mehr früher gewesen, in Pashtus, mit Fleisch Kegen gesehen. Keine helle Wester. Ab uns, aber während der helle Wester hat sich angesehen, ab dem Reben, Gashmiers, ab dem Reben, auf die Jochit, zusammen. Der Heitevis ist gewesen, ein Kitrug, klar, der hat gesagt, ein Kitrug abschied. Und ich habe so wegreißen, vom Reben wegreißen, zum Ziel. Was hat auch genommen? Der Rebbe zu mir gesagt, dass der Rebbe mit verschiedenen Belangen zu führen. Kommt aus, als in einem gewissen Neffen der Heitevis is na Hecher, was I mit the talking Hecher, mir weiß muss mir reden. But it next a certain way is der Heiteves Yontel, und das Chassidim, und wie der Rebbe zurückgebracht, ist ein Hecher und starker Lichure, wie nicht Chedisch Kislev. Chedisch Kislev ist bei uns zum Pasteirisch. Das hat aber Apostel. Aber am Trachtlich herein ist Heiteves, der Titel, das ist doch von sich allein. Die andere gewähnt, was gewähnt. Haben wir gedacht, haben wir Helm Hester hat das ist gearbeitet von mit Neubei, also ich zu sagen, mit Neubei aber. Der Helm Hester von Heitevis ist das gewähnt mit Neubei.
Er hat das gesagt.
Ah?
Das Kistel, wie gedacht sein Aid. Er hat gerade mit das Kistel, wie gedacht sein Aid. Und das ist Sprache.
Es heißt, dass der Helm Hester, was sie gewähnt Fahrheitevis, ist gewähnt aggressere, tiefere. Ist der Gehule, ist weiter größer und höher und tiefer. Aber bei Medborim Amurim, Amir sein, wir wollten das gehört, herangetracht, gelebt mit dem, herangetracht mit dem. Selber Chaya, Ja muss ich das Kisler gesagt. Der zweite ist das Kisler, wie Chore sich am Mitzvah. Der Richtung ist das Kisler, wie Chore größer. Aber der Jonte ist geblieben mehr auf das Kisler. Weil zweimal macht man nicht. Verschiedene Hesberin an dem, was ich zu sagen. Es ist ein Tega erzählt, in Gashmi, es ist Begol, mit der Jonte, mit der Schwedisch Kisler, der größte Jonte, und man darf nicht vergessen, mit ihm ist so ein Joni, und da gewinnt ein größere Helmweste, und dann wird es geholfen, dass sie gewinnt die Gehüle von Heiteve, was nicht bei uns, aber das ist ein sehr stark.
Okay.
L'chaim.
Yeah.
He said his speech. He said his speech. He did his job. We didn't tell him no, we don't.
told him 1 hour.
Yeah, he did his job. How much help put on the notes? 1 hour. I want to know. Question. The Rebbe said the Rebbe and whatever, everything belongs in the front. Belong to the Chassidim. Is that a double pasuk before the Rebbe said it? Like anyone would have said that? Yeah? Is that by Chassidim not the way it was? So before her, like everyone says, you have to go convince a guy is the judge. What about if I was the judge? No, I'm saying, was it a double pasuk? No,
What is true?
No, that the Friedrich didn't own anything like this.
No, Hagufa, you can't say.
No, the Friedrich didn't own anything. Dumber pushes my
No, that's the
I asked the Rebbe owned everything, right? Other others. The Rebbe owned everything, right? Right.
What's going on here?
Yeah. Who's this? Yours?
That's not what I was saying.
I think you should close that. I think the battery went out. Yeah, put on pause.
Zalmanov needs an
Zalmanov like laptops.
Yeah.
Die ganze Leben seine Verchsitzung. Sie sind ja der Tattoo seine... Sie darf nicht auf der Wachkenes. Einer hat gelebt, der hat von Juni. Von Jahren zusammen, hat sie gesagt, der hat das ganze Leben...
It's a normal phenomenon. You're allowed to eat. Chaim. Huh? You're doing anything that anybody sees is wrong.
Yeah.
You're doing something wrong. You want to say something you shouldn't be saying. Well, what's wrong?
Im Rebbe, und der Rebbe gerät, der Melech ist Leb Am. Und er gesagt, Leb ist die größte Kirche, von der kein sein, etwas. Der Leb, die größte Kirche, in einer gewissen, ich jenes hier alles ist, es geht einen zurück, der Leb ist toll in die Wohnung toll in die Leb. Es kennt keiner in der anderen, die ganze Beziehung, der Leb ist die Wohnung. The ganze Wohnung ist der Leb. Sie ist das was Oberchaim ist verbunden mit dem, also die ganze Beziehung von ihm ist klar, ist so. Sie sind aber also der Nossi schon klar ist so. Ich habe das eigene wie ich, das ganze Leben sein, nicht mehr klar ist so.
So now I'm confused. So it's not a double pasha, it's not even true.
What?
So it's not a double pasha.
Das immer gesagt.
Oh, so it is that. But still, I'm confused.
Nein, das ist auch so, ach geht es. Hat mich sicher hat gesagt, so, ach geht es, sicher. Ich habe gesagt, dass sie nach der Woche geht es, dass sie gelebt hat. Die haben sie so, ganze Leben gelebt. Sie hat sie gesehen, da habe ich mitten nackt, und ich dachte, ich meine, ich habe kein eigener Ich noch. Der Rebbe gesagt, es ist doch der Chag, du hast mir Entschuldigung, Moshe, sie gesagt, ich habe gesagt, der Rebbe sagt, als Moshe Rabbeinu, und es hat ihm gefällt die Indien von einer Sache, was früher hat es geahnt, und für alle Israel, jeden hat es nicht geahnt, hat er mir gefällt. Eigentlich hat das, weil sein Maus ist nicht, was seine Tag ist. Sein Maus ist klar Israel. Wenn wir klar Israel, das hat das nicht. Der Maus von der Nuss ist klar Israel. Sie hat kein eigenes das.
Moshe Rabbeinu is Mohus in the Divine Klal Yisrael.
But die dann herrlich von der Rebbe. Früher ist nicht gewesen. Chassidim hat man mich auch nicht gehabt, dem Zugang. Und mit der Rabbeinu hat man das nicht gehört. Der Zugang was er ist der Nasse und der ganze Chai, was ist der Rebbe.
Welche Zugang? I'm out of here. No? You don't want to.
Das ist verbunden mit der Heiteves, mit der Rebbe, es ist eine von Sichers von Sauerbachaim, Sichers von Emi von Sichers von Schwad, der Rebbe sagt, für was steht דווקא אפיינקי ובינו לא ימס. אברום, nicht gesagt, echt feine Idee, echt Zadikim. Aber was hat gesagt? Wie bald das Jakob und Vino ist gewinn, die Kühne von Odom Rischen, und die Kühne gewinn, alle schon was es soll. Und das ist ganz so sehr, ich mag, was er gesagt, als bei Jakob und Vino, hat die gekannt zulassen, als da etwas in Jonim, was kommt die zu klar ist, so, zu jeder eine, was hat der Scheiches mit sich. Aber ich weiß, was ist Mess, weil wie bald sein mit ist klar Israel, was muss klar Israel? Also ein Metzies ist klar Israel. Also guckt ihr so los, beim Eli ist Leines. Also auch Bachaim. Aber warum will steht nicht das, weil warum will jetzt man nicht mal Eli ist nicht nicht den ganzen verbunden mit dem was kommt da raus. Also das ist sicher. Das da Tipp von der Mädchen. Nicht das Ding wird früher, der Nogi vor ihm ist, als jede Sache hat geschert, alle in die Nogi, mit alle in die Nogi, alle geschert mit kleinen Zoll, und gar nicht zu groß, hat das Zoll für sich, was in der Bein, mit Dürren und Dürren, galt er das etwas in die Nogi, was hat hingekommen, Zeit zu begaben, aber alles ist, hat alles geschert mit kleinen Zoll, und gesagt, ja, Anossi kann nicht verleiden, als sie da etwas Sachen, was kommt nicht zu allem, was der Schech ist. Und alles gewollt schön mit allem.
Dadurch mit dem Leben ist da ergetan. Und Kude, was geht nicht so der Chai, das Thema von aber das wird nach, das ist auch schon mit dem das ist Leben nicht gehört. Und das ist das Normale. Das ist normal, dann ist es aber weit von dem. Dem dat nog wel nog zien. Maar
das ist mir auch dabei. Das ist mir auch nicht dabei. Ich das echt. Das ist mir.
Das ist die Gesehre von der Tee.
Nein, das ist nicht. Das ist nicht, dass ich ausgestellt bin dabei. Nein, im Land, morgen vor allem von Chanukah. אז התחילו für Schleimer Melech bis Mashiach. Schleimer Melech und der Greich, der Litzutzes, was sich besagt, Achschore, Eitelkeit. Aber die, was nicht in ganzen Knachschor nicht, ist nicht Scheiches. Mashiach ist Atzmes. Atzmes, ich darf nicht kommen mit Knachschor, und mit Zadamit, das ist immer mal vorheben. Zadamit ist ein Beziehung von Eibischen, ist alles der Eibischte. Ich darf nicht umgehen nach Schor, ich darf nicht umgehen. Ich darf öffnen den Nitzus. Der Gashmi allein ist der Eibischte. Ist das, was sagt, also unser Dor, auch wenn ich keine Edelkeit nach Schor, das die Kirche vorheben, Kirche Atzmes, was erkennen, die Aflum ist mit Gush, mit auch die Edelkeit, mit auch die nach Schor, mit das, Iberker de Matz, das ich auch kenn. Hat das gelernt, man morgen im Chovov, hat sich beim Barisch ist das. Wenn wir gesagt, das Sammelgreifen so, der wird zu tun mit einem groben Dor. Was vorsicht, dass er sei. Weil mir dabei das, der ist schwer, ich habe schon gesagt, was ja nur in der Finsternis, was in dem Bechnik nach Schore.
Die vinden dem Herzen, ich glaube, ich bin der Hacker, ich glaube,
aber nein, das ist eine andere Wörter. Wie darf ich mich jagen? Wie bald, wenn es mir alt. Nein, wie alt. Weißt du, wie alt? Okay, das ist der Plan. Der Plan ist, nehmen grobe Jugend, aber schärfst du mal ein bisschen zum Reben, das Kirche hat es.
Heute darf man nicht nach Maschinen gesteckt. Gott ist Gott. Verstehe das doch.
Says to us that means that teach touch
לאחר המייסה, כאילו סוג הזה גרחת, אבל סעי בחיימון, כל אין שחק.
Reb Marash hat gehabt a Chosid, hat geheißen, das Don to Market. Gewinn a Rov in Robichov, a Rov. Don to Market. He was once in Yechidus by the Reb Marash, so the Reb Marash told him he wants a certain sefer, a bowl of sefer. So if he sees the sefer, you should get it for him. Okay. He went back home to Rogichov. He lived in Rogichov. He was the Rov there. And there was a Meichus Forum came. He used to go from city to city, this Meichus Forum. And he comes, he sees that Hotem Sefer. So he asked him, how much is it? He wants to buy it. He said, it's 5 ruble. So he said, 5 ruble. Nah, it's too much money. It's not a common Sefer. Nobody's gonna buy it. He says, no, I'll give you 3 ruble. He said, no, 5 ruble, take it or leave it. So he said, no, I'm not selling it for 3. If you give me 5, I sell it. Okay. He says, no, I'm not buying it. It's too much. He came back the next day. He saw the sefer was still there. Again, he offered him. Anyway, he figured he'll wait before he goes to the next city. Where do you sell this? Why should you stop noch a sefer? Better sell it even for a little bit less. He came a day before the Meichus Forum was ready to leave. He came there. He saw that the sefer was gone. So he asked him, "Where's the sefer?" So he said he sold it. How much did you sell it for? He sold it for 5 ruble. He didn't believe him. He said, "It can't be. Who's going to buy the sefer for 5 ruble?" Who did you sell it to? He told him the name of the person that he sold it to. Push the guy. See, he went over to him. And he said, you bought the sefer from the Meichus Forum? He said, yeah. He asked him, how much did you pay for it? So he said, 5 ruble I paid. He said, I need the sefer. You know what, I'll give you 5 ruble. Sell me the sefer. He said, no, I'm not. He offered him 6 ruble, 7. I don't know how much he offered him. He said, B'shum Moy finished, he's not selling it to him. And that was it. Okay, what should he do? That was it. The next time, that is Don to Markin was by the Rebbe Marash. He was in Yechidus. He didn't say anything about the sefer because he was embarrassed. What's he going to say? But the Rebbe Marash asked him, "Stop this now. He's making them sefer. Is there any news?" So he had no choice. He had to tell them what happened. He said, "The Rebbe Marash, it's a shmeichut," and he opened his drawer and he showed him the sefer. I don't know if he got the sefer from Yen Yid or what, but he had the sefer already. Ad kind of the Maise. So it seems to me that the hero of the Maise is that if the Rebbe gives a hero to do something, you should do this results, and even if it costs a few dollars, it doesn't matter. Today they have the liquid every day what you have to do. I wrote that the Rebbe said on this day, Shabbos and Vorkim, you should do this and this. The Hate Tavis, for every day what has to be done. I wrote from all the sikhs. They were malakit from all the sikhs and all the. Today that the Rebbe spoke all the time. So we have to know, we have to do all these things in Poel Mamish. We're not big maskilim, at least most of us are not big maskilim, Chassidus or whatever. But Poel Mamish, everybody shaykh to Poel Mamish, even to learning. Nicht as Eitiv, is it nicht as Eitiv? But everybody is shaykh to learning, not only Chitas and Rambam, but even Shiurim, Nidle, Chassidus, like the Rebbe up in Mont. And to that, everybody is shaykh. And most of the things that the Rebbe asks don't even cost any money to do the things. Don't even cost any money. But even if it does, it's also kedai to do it. But the hero is that the heroes of the Rebbe we have to do b'poel mamish. Like buy Sforim, whatever. Yeah, buy Sforim. If Hey Davis, the heroes,
everywhere. It's so easy.
You go to a store.
You go online.
Go to a store.
You need help? I can help you. Call me tomorrow. I'll help you. Oh, Yago Tyra, they're shipping, they bring it in.
Or fix old
They'll bring it in for you.
Or fix old Sforim. They haven't made it very easy there for everybody to carry out the heroes.
But no, really,
but we have
Tyra, they don't know. Maybe people don't know. Yago Tyra is bringing
I'm selling for any sefer you want.
No, but Yago Tyra is bringing it, you ship it to Champlain and they're going to bring it. It takes 2 months. We'll get her eventually. What, you're planning?
It doesn't matter. You buy it today. It doesn't matter if you don't get it today. You buy it today.
Yeah.
Shai Sultana selling it.
Oh, there's a, if you want to buy Genesis.
We have to do in Poel Mamish.
Shai has, yes.
You have to read English for that one. Not everyone, you know. Okay, yeah.
You said to read? You have to buy this.
You have to buy it.
Yeah.
The learning is not
Gary told me to make sure Poel Mamish will buy Sforim.
Oh, today,
I love you can always go to Pardes.
Still too little.
No, but how you get it?
When you get it, what?
You'll pick it up?
You put on a notch, info a notch, ask them package to bring, a big package to bring.
And pick up I heard Rabbi Goldner say that Hey Tavis is Chag HaChagim. But the Rebbe said. Yeah? Rabbi Goldner said. Rabbi Goldner said the Rebbe said that Hey Tavis is Chag HaChagim. No,
I don't want to say it.
That's a real count. Said in public. Yoel gesagt, dass Hey Tavis is aggressive as Kislev. By the whatever, by the next week's sale. Yeah, you also could be a little complicated. Continue. I continue what so continue the mindset. We'll stand in. The mindset is he was hearing on this. Anyhow. No, but
he doesn't know if he wants to hear or not.
Nee, maar ik is ook dezelfde zaak. What the Rebbe said. What the Rebbe said after. Rana Shmuel. As Emetz gesagt, the Rebbe of Yoel's Torah. As Hey Tavis is Gratzer B'Yutis Kislev. The Rebbe gesagt, as Azah, I don't know.
No, but that's because the reason that Rabbi gave maybe, but what Rabbi Mochkin said maybe that is the reason.
Rav Yoel's Torah, he said, Azah Shtus, and there came one scared.
The Rebbe gesagt.
What was the Torah?
We don't know.
Shtus is Umayla Mina.
Shtus is Umayla. Okay. The Torah was that Yutis Kislev was. There you go. That's the point.
Uns auf seine Gehe, ist ein Pashtes. Zum Reben ist eine Gehe, bei uns ist er wie auch.
Yeah.
Das ist die Nakude.
Yeah.
Sie ist mit Zerayim, ist gewann, a größer Madrega, a größer Nest. Aber mit sie ist mit Zerayim, aber nicht jetzt gewann. Ich dachte, doch Mama hat ein Teire. Und ich dachte weiter und weiter und weiter.
Ich dachte, man Jutes Kissler, ich dachte, man
Doch weiter und weiter.
wasn't enough.
Der Rebbe gewollt bei Mamisch.
Right. Yeah.
What do we have to do, Pelman?
Resnik hat verbracht. Ich glaube, es ist ein Geschmack. Ein Geschmack, sehr Geschmack. Es geht ja um den, der Siddisch in Geschmack. Und zum Schauber zu erzählt, am Eissoldat ist gestorben. Als ist gekommen, dass mit seinem Ort, wo ist. When he came to his place where he was, there he has for himself a little house, a place to live. It's very, very hard for him there to settle himself. Next door to his Chabad house was living a rich person in a beautiful big house or mansion, and he had trouble for him, Meshach Hazman. But so he suffered from the neighbor, in other words. But there came to a time that it fell very hard on his Rebbetzin, on his wife, Shlucha. So she went to the Eil, and she forgot to the Rebbe, she takes on herself to learn to chitas, I don't know if she said Rambam or not, I didn't catch. But she said that she takes on herself till Erev Rosh Hashanah. That's the way he said. Yeah? Came Erev Rosh Hashanah, the guy, this neighbor, calls him and tells him, I'm going to sell the house. If you want to buy the house, you can have it. And the Samef is for him, you don't have to, it's obvious, so to say. But interesting is, she asked, whenever it was, I don't know how much before Rosh Hashanah, the bracha of the Rebbe didn't have to wait so long till Erev Rosh Hashanah. In other words, the Rebbe's bracha was there. Soon she asked, the Rebbe's bracha was there. But to get the bracha is when she fulfilled that what she took on herself. When the whole time she kept what she promised to learn every day, whatever that she accepted on herself, when she completed that, then she got the bracha from there. She cashed it, so to say. So the Rebbe's bracha was immediate. The Rebbe didn't have to wait to see if she will do it or not. But in order to get the Rebbe's bracha in Pil Mamish is when she completed the Pil Mamish. That's number one to learn from the story. Another thing to learn from the story is, and this is, she took on herself, not that she took on herself to learn Chitas the whole time, whole life. She took on herself at certain time. By us, everybody has Yehule Tshuva, Baruch Hashem, mit doch Sidim, mit doch Erliche Iden, mit Zil, mit doch dreimal a Tag Slach Lono, and aber it's not a Peu Mamish, it's not a Peu Mamish is when you figure out that and that, I'm doing it, this and this has to take me, this and this, like a business way. You're going to buy something. So you figure out what you invest and what you will get back with a limit. She said, this and this time, this and this I will do. Not stam ungenommen, I will. Was in the Kude von dem? I mean, Halavai will be able to accept, to take on ourselves that we shall be tzaddikim, as it is of our whole life. It's a good wish. Aber das ist nicht Appell, Mamesh. Darf sich nicht narren. Jeden sagt, was man nennt, dass sie von einer Yitzhoren, von einer Halomis Westerim, there is, it's not, you don't have everything in your pocket, so to say. But I mean, Peu Mamesh dik, I mean, this and this I'm doing, for this and this time and so on, that has a kiyum, and that has broches of hausain. That's what I took from that story. It's a story, a common story by Rebbe, that you come to the Rebbe, you ask and the Rebbe helps, and that is no problem. I mean, by Rebbe is, but in order to get the schere, so to say, to cash on the schere, it has to be mit hand and feet, mit a seder. You have to figure out what you can do and what you cannot do, what you will do and what you will not do. So but now he says, I'm going to be a big chassid. I'm going to be, I'm a kosher. I am going. In a Peu Mamesh way, estimate what you could do, what you should do, how will you do it, then the bracha is how. Don't expect to have it tomorrow, when you will fulfill what you took on yourself, the Rebbe's bracha is there. I know that's a little story,
Ramachkin is a moifis. Mamash a moifis. Because when Resnick was here and he asked you to say something, you didn't want to say anything. But you kept it for now because it's beautiful. Very good. Yeah, just now you did a moifis. He just did a moifis. Yeah, he just did a moifis. Yeah. No, that is, he did. That was very interesting.
יש כמה אנשים שאלו אותי מה הפירוש דידן נוצר? מה הפירוש? היינו צריכים להגיד אנה נוצח, אנחנו ניצחנו. בכלל לא מקובל להגיד אנחנו ניצחנו ולהתעורר, מה הפירוש? אנה ניצחנו. אז זה בטוח שדידן נוצח, המקור שלו בשני מקומות, אחד במדרש רבה ואחד במדרש תנחומה. ושניהם ישנם המוראים שמגלים איזה רוח. הרב הביא את המדרש הזה, שהיה איזושהי רוח שהייתה ליד הנהר. והרוח הזאת סיפרה לאותו המורה שישנה רוח אחרת שרוצה להשתלט על הנהר. עכשיו, יש הבדלים קטנים במדרש רבה למדרש תנחומה, אבל העיקרון הוא אותו עיקרון. שהרוח הזאת באמת ביקשה מהאנשים שכל אחד ייקח כל אחד ייקח סטיק, כל אחד ייקח מקל, ויכה על הקרקע כמה וכמה פעמים, ויצעק שלנו, דידן, כן, הרוח שלטובתנו היא תנצח. בעצם זה שכולם צעקו, דידן נוצח, אז באמת הרוח ניצחה, זאת אומרת היה בעצם שתי רוחות, היה רוח שהייתה רוח טובה, שאף פעם לא הזיקה לבני אותם אנשים ששתו מן המעיין, והיה רוח אחרת שרצתה להשתלט על המעיין ולקחת את הכוח מהרוח ששלטה במעיין. ובזה שכולם דפקו ואמרו שלנו, כאילו הרוח שלנו, הרי אי אפשר לקרוא לרוח בשם, אין להם שמות לרוח. מלאכים יש שמות, לרוח כנראה שאין שמות. אז הדבר היחיד שהיו יכולים לומר זה דידן, שלנו. מישהו, הרוח הטובה. איזה? לא יודעים. רוח. כן. כמו שכתוב, והוא פלאי אצל יעקב. זה מלאך קשה מאוד להגיד שם. אז ברוח על אחת כמה וכמה, ובסופו של דבר, כיוון שכולם צעקו דידן נוצח, אז בסוף הרוח הטובה ניצחה את הרוח הרעה, ויצא מים מעל גבי המעיין, וכולם ראו, יצא דם על גבי המעיין, וכולם ראו דם, ואז הם הבינו שהרוח הטובה ניצחה את הרוח הרעה. והגמרא ממשיכה שם, המדרש ממשיך. ומה עם רוח שלא צריך את העזרה של בני אדם? בכל זאת בני אדם עזרו לה, על אחת כמה וכמה שבן אדם צריך סייעתא דשמיא, צריך שיעזרו. אז הרב הזכיר את המדרש הזה באותה תקופה, ובסופו של דבר, אז כשהיה את דידן נוצח הגדול, שהספרים חזרו וכו', עד לפני שהם חזרו, כשהיה את ההחלטה שהם צריכים לחזור, אז באמת אומרים שזה, יש כמה דעות מחיבר, יש כל מיני, אז לקחו ניגון שהיה מפורסם ושמו את זה על המילים, דידן נוצח.
דידן נוצח גם יצא בפייסר.
יצא משהו אחר.